If you once have read the New York Times Magazine featuring nubiles and alluring women, you might have noticed a pretty interesting tagline. The tagline warns women about the types of men they shouldn't even consider dating, like the charming and manipulative con artists with too much time on their hands. As you spend longer in a relationship, knowing all the red flags to look out for to avoid your partner's use is critical. If a man exhibits one or more of these signs, maybe they're not the dashing Prince Charming they claim to be. If you already enjoy the video, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Number 1. The toxic guy. In a successful relationship, everything sort of clicks. Sure, you might occasionally argue or encounter hiccups, but you generally make decisions together and honestly enjoy each other's company. However, this may be an entirely different story if you are in a relationship with a toxic guy. Toxic men consider themselves to be the power figure in a relationship. Most of his conversations with you will be characterized by sarcasm or criticism, and heated by contempt as opposed to warm and respect for one another. You will always feel exhausted or depressed after spending time with him. If the man you see continually smothers your social life, you should consider finding someone else. It is important to remember that a man being toxic isn't just a bad habit, it's his nature, and putting up with them will drain your self-esteem. Trying to go for couples therapy might seem like a good idea, but for your own good, avoid these type of men. Number 2. The alpha male. Also known as sigma males, they are wonderful at saying romantic things. However, they are proud and think very little of women. They will show affection for a week and disappear for a few weeks to play golf with their golf buddies. It will be very unfortunate if his charm sways you. Alpha males may be attractive but are not the best type of partner. These men with dominant masculine characteristics can be loners and intimidating to the opposite sex. They tend to be overconfident and are more likely to use aggression and an aggressive approach in life and love. They develop a reputation as jerks and may be very bossy, dismissive, authoritative, and demanding. Most men believe they are alpha males when, in reality, they are just bullies. Either way, if you feel that you are being bullied or dominated by the guy you are dating, you must end all contact with him right away, since this is abusive conduct. It should not be surprising if this kind of man is unfazed when you break up with him because they do not think much of women. Do you think this is the worst kind of man? I'd so much love to hear your thoughts on the comment section below. Number 3. The manipulative guy. As a woman, being with a man that plays with your feelings and is over macho can be very hard on your self-esteem. These men don't account for their deeds. They tend to blame their partners for the things that go wrong in their life. They will callously use your feelings to get you to accept their demands. They are cunning and will identify your weaknesses and take advantage of them. These guys are skilled at manipulating women's emotions to keep them in unhealthy relationships. Even though they are assaulting ladies psychologically, emotionally, and physically, they use guilt to keep them in the relationship. When their partners or girlfriends wish to leave them, manipulative boys threaten to hurt or kill themselves. These are one of the worst people to be in a relationship with. Another thing you might notice in manipulative men is a propensity to overlook the wrong things they have done. If there was an argument the previous evening, they will greet you in the morning with a smile and act as if nothing occurred. There is always a bit of affection with manipulative men, but that does not mean you should stay and suffer in the relationship. Number 4. The selfish guy. We can agree that we're all a bit selfish once in a while. It's part of being human. But some men take it to the extreme. And it's even worse when it's a man you wish to spend your life with. Unfortunately, most women try to understand selfish guys, even when it's pretty clear that all they care about is themselves. While wanting to change this type of man is noble, your efforts will most likely be a colossal waste of time. When can a man be labeled selfish? It is when you realize that he excessively focuses on himself and disregards the things you need. This philosophy opposes the notion of being in a healthy relationship. It takes selflessness and empathy to be in a relationship. Sadly, many are with partners who are too self-centered to stay faithful without their knowledge. It is time you realize you are dating an egotistical and self-centered person if he prioritizes his wants before yours, shows little interest in you, and thinks he's the best guy in the world. If the guy you are in a relationship with tells you he doesn't want to help you with the kids, pay for your ticket, or pick up any slack, you may have a selfish partner. He may be handsome, fun, and sweet, but his overly confident self-centeredness is enough to create an unhealthy relationship. You can as well take your leave from the relationship. This realization might be hard to swallow, but breaking things up with this kind of man will be the best decision you have to make. Number 5. The liar. When the man you are dating is a liar, he will frequently make promises he can't keep, invent untrue stories, and keep you in the dark about his genuine nature. Since trust is the basis of every successful, satisfying, and healthy relationship, it is an instant red flag when a guy openly and voluntarily deceives you. One trait you don't want in a man is lying. Therefore, if you ever notice that quality in him, it's best to move on. In reality, when someone is overly infatuated with another person, they completely overlook these shortcomings. And by the time they realize it, it may be already too late. While you can't always detect when your partner is lying or telling the truth, you can keep an eye out for discrepancies. Sometimes, when your partner is telling you a backstory about something, you may later discover a detail that doesn't fit with his statement. I would not advise that you write off a man if he lies once. I mean, who's perfect? However, if you find out that it is a habit that he is not willing to stop, leaving him is a great decision. Number 6. The Obsessive Guy. Finding a man who truly loves you is an amazing feeling every woman wants. He shows you love and affection and treats you like a goddess. However, there's a point when this love becomes choking. So, how do you differentiate between true love and obsession? Well, there are some distinctive features every woman can learn to identify if they are dating a crazy person or not. Obsessive guys stalk and even take extreme measures to be with their partners. Many people blame love for these strange behaviors. However, this behavior is completely extreme. Obsessed men might seem normal and loving at the beginning until they start disturbing you with calls at 3 in the morning, text you constantly, and can't stop talking about their love for you. Trust me, this is not the type of situation you want to get yourself into. A perfect example of an obsessive guy is the character from the TV show You. The obsessed boyfriend killed people to be with the girl he loved. While it might not be that serious in reality, it does not change the fact that it is dangerous to date an obsessive partner. Online, you'll find that many women struggle to get rid of their infatuated lovers who follow them on social media, stalk them, and even try to meet up with them without their consent. Number 7. The on and off guy. As a lady, it can be depressing to date someone who does not want to be in a serious relationship. For example, after a few dates with a guy, he goes weeks without calling you and shows no interest in dates. Most of the time, you'll feel like you want the relationship more than he does. And you're right, so why waste time with this kind of man? If you don't want to be treated like you are disposable by a guy who only feels like contacting you when he is bored or wants to hook up, you should bid him goodbye. Who knows? The feeling of losing you might knock some sense into him. The truth remains that most ladies go from being in their dream relationship to finding themselves in an emotionally abusive marriage. In the long run, relationships can be hard, but they are also amazing. All you have to do is find the right partner. We have come to the end of this video, and we'll love to know your thoughts about these kinds of men in the comment section. Don't forget to drop a like and turn on post notifications so you can get updates when we post our videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.